Every 20-second hand wash the moment we get home. Every sanitizer bottle searched for in our bag every time we pick up a package or have to go into a shop. Everyone who keeps their hands clean is helping stop the spread of COVID-19. Because anyone can catch it, and anyone can spread it. Everything we're doing is making a difference. Let's keep going. Stay home. Protect the NHS. Save lives.
So Charles Walker, are you satisfied with the PM's roadmap out of lockdown?
I'm not satisfied with it, no.
Mr. Rob Halford,
With the financial crisis that's ahead, are we sure that that is not going to affect the NHS?
Absolutely not. I mean, the government, I think, committed an extra 20 billion to the NHS.
join me at 7 p.m. each Friday on East Herts Radio for another episode of Conversation with Chris, discussing politics both nationally and locally with MPs, business owners, party members, councillors and more. To have your say on a political topic of your choosing, email convochris@gmail.com.
David Sibbald stepping in to say, do you remember the music from the 1960s and 70s? If so, why not join me on Saturday afternoons on East Herts Radio from 2 till 4 to relive those memories from the 60s and 70s.
The hits are cool, they're hip, they're old.
With David Sibbald, East Herts Radio, Saturday, 2 o'clock.
This is Bernie here, and I want to tell you all about my show. It's out and about in the local community. It's on between 4 and 6 p.m. every weekday. That's Monday through to Friday. Do take part and do listen up. So, there are lots of little interviews with people in the local community. There's kids chipping in with jokes to try and keep us cheered up during these difficult times. We've got features on local bands with their local recordings. We've got local singers taking part. We've got interviews with lots of local people. It's all about us in the local community. Yeah, so if you've written a short story, send it in and I can read it out for you. Do get in touch with us. We're out and about in the local community.
Every soap grabbed, every tap turned. Every 20-second hand wash the moment we get home. Every sanitizer bottle searched for in our bag every time we pick up a package or have to go into a shop. Everyone who keeps their hands clean is helping stop the spread of COVID-19. Because anyone can catch it, and anyone can spread it. Everything we're doing is making a difference. Let's keep going. Stay home. Protect the NHS. Save lives.
You're listening to East Herts Radio.
I love the music, takes me back to when I was younger. It's just a good music mix and you can sing along, it's all sort of happy times and yeah, I love it.
It's the best local station.
East Herts Radio, your local community radio station.
Local radio by local people.
For more details, visit our website, easthertsradio.co.uk.
Listen on your smart speaker. Just say, play East Herts Radio.
This is East Herts Radio.
Your number one local radio station.
I love the music, takes me back to when I was younger.
It's just a wide variety, it's upbeat, it's uplifting, it's feel-good music.
You're listening to East Herts Radio.
Your number one local radio station.
It's just a good music mix and you can sing along, it's all sort of happy times and yeah, I love it.
Local radio by local people.
For more details, visit easthertsradio.co.uk.
You're listening to East Herts Radio.
This is Bernie here, and I want to tell you all about my show. It's out and about in the local community. It's on between 4 and 6 p.m. every weekday. That's Monday through to Friday. Do take part and do listen up. So, there are lots of little interviews with people in the local community. There's kids chipping in with jokes to try and keep us cheered up during these difficult times. We've got features on local bands with their local recordings. We've got local singers taking part. We've got interviews with lots of local people. It's all about us in the local community. Yeah, so if you've written a short story, send it in and I can read it out for you. Do get in touch with us. We're out and about in the local community.
Every soap grabbed, every tap turned, every 20-second hand wash the moment we get home. Every sanitizer bottle searched for in our bag every time we pick up a package or have to go into a shop. Everyone who keeps their hands clean is helping stop the spread of COVID-19. Because anyone can catch it, and anyone can spread it. Everything we're doing is making a difference. Let's keep going. Stay home. Protect the NHS. Save lives.
Listen on your smart speaker. Just say, play East Hearts Radio.
The best music from the past to the present.
So it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Flashback party. Thunderland will take you back in time. Thunderland will take you back in time. Thunderland will take you back in time.
You may not find us on your TV because in case you did not know, we're being brought to you on. Brought to you on. Brought to you by RADI. Let's go!
Hello everybody, welcome to the 60s and 70s show with me, David. The next 2 hours, if I can last that long. And going to be plenty of music from those wonderful years. We started off with Ram Jam Black Betty, All the Sevens, number 7 in 1977, and we're going to calm right down to 65 and a top 2 hit for The Temptations.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. One man can claim. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl, talking about my girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day with my girl. I've even got the month of May with my girl. Talking about my girl. Ooh, my girl. That's all I can talk about is my girl.
The 60s and 70s show with David Sibbald.
I really miss you so bad. Please, oh please, come on home.
Doctor's orders say there's only one thing for me. Nothing he can do, 'cause only you can cure me. Says in my condition, love the best physician. He prescribed a potion for all emotion. Won't get better till you're back again. He told me doctor's orders need your love.
Wasn't she a lovely lady? Sunny and Doctor's Orders. Oh, she can give me my orders anytime. 1974 in the top 10 for Sunny on the 60s and 70s show with me, David. And we want to go and find a track maybe you haven't heard before, but it came from 1964 and it's from the American group The Rivieras, and they know all about the California sun.
Well, I'm going out of west where I belong, where the days are short and the nights are long, where they walk and I walk, they twist and I'll twist, they shimmy and I'll shimmy, they fly and I'll fly. Well, they're out there having fun in that one California sun. Well, I'm going out of west out on the coast, where the California girls are really the most, where they walk and I walk, they twist and I'll twist, they shimmy and I'll shimmy, they fly and I'll fly. Well, they're out there having fun in that one California sun. Frisky in old Frisco, a pretty little chick wherever you go. And they walk and I'll walk, they twist and I'll twist, they'll shimmy and I'll shimmy, they'll fly and I'll fly. Well, they're out there having fun in that one California sun. Yeah, they're out there having fun in that one California sun.
No, it's not Judy in disguise with glasses. It's David Sibbald on the 60s and 70s show.
Instrumentals don't always do well in the British charts, but this one did. Coty Powell, Dance with the Devil, 1973.
Wonderful Radio 60.
And don't forget the 70s too.
I'm determined to keep on playing some great music today on the 60s and 70s show, and there's a song from 1974, top 10 for Limmy and the Family Cooking, wonderful name, and A Walking Miracle. That's like me. I'm a walking calculator. You can count on me. Searchers, 1963, number 1.
Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. Your first sweet kiss thrills me so. Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. I'll never ever let you go. If you wanted that star that shines so brightly to match the stardust in your eye, darling, I would chase that bright star nightly and try to steal it from the sky. And I would bring sweets for my sweet sugar sweet, sugar for my honey. Your first sweet kiss thrills me so. Sweet for my sweet, sugar for my honey. I'll never ever let you go.
The 60s and 70s show on East Hearts Radio, Saturday afternoons at 2.
If it's good for your mind, well, you can twist and shout, let it all hang out. But you won't fool the children of the revolution. Now you won't fool the children of the revolution. Now, now, well, you can tear a plane in the falling rain. I drive a Rolls Royce, 'cause it's good for my voice. But you won't fool the children of the revolution. Now you won't fool the children of the revolution. Now, now, no.
Mark Bolan wrote it. He certainly sang it along with T-Rex, Children of the Revolution, 1972. You were David on the 60s and 70s show. Remember, you can drop me an email to say, hey, get off, or tell me what you'd like to hear from those two wonderful decades on our programme every week. Now, if your lady friend has a temper, she might even be mean. Well, Roy Orbison knows all about The Mean-Looking Woman from 1963.
Well, I got a woman mean as she can be. Well, I got a woman mean as she can be. Now, sometimes I think she's almost mean to me. She got a ruby lips, she got shapely hips, yeah. Boy, she makes a royal feel. But I got a woman mean as she can be. Now, sometimes I think she's almost mean to me. Well, I ain't bragging, it's understood. Everything I do, well, I sure do it good. Yeah, I got a woman mean as she can be. Now, sometimes I think she's almost mean to me. She got shapely hips, yeah. Boy, she makes a royal flip. But I got a woman, mean as she can be. But sometimes I think she's all mean to me. Easy now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. sin. Now let's go one time.
The action is
Music to keep you dancing on the 60s and 70s show.
White boy in town, big black, blue sound. Nightclub, I paid in. I got a stamp on my skin. Making traction with the dead on his feet. Black man rhythm with a white boy beat. They got him on milk and alcohol. They got him on milk and alcohol. Stay put, I wanna go. Hard work, bad show. More liquor. Don't help, he's gonna die, breaks my heart. I decided eventually this ain't doing anything for me. They got him on milk and alcohol. Got him on milk and alcohol.
Remember in the old days when you went to the doctor and whatever the doctor said was law? Well, that was Dr. Feelgood in 1979, a top 10 hit for him, Milk and Alcohol. Well, if the doctor orders it, what else can I do? David on the 60s and 70s show. I think I want to hear from Neil Sedaka next.
David Sibbald.
Plays more music. 1961.
Turned into the prettiest girl I've ever seen.
through the music of the 1960s and 70s with David Sibbald.
I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long. Like a worn out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape. About my lady, I know that sounds kind of mean, but me and my old lady have fallen into the same old routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad, and though I'm nobody's poet, I thought it wasn't half bad. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into health food, I am into champagne. I've got to meet you by tomorrow noon and cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's, where we'll plan our escape. So I waited with high hopes, and she walked in the place. I knew her smile in an instant, I knew the curve of her face. It was my own lovely lady, and she said, oh, it's you. Then we laughed for a moment, and I said, I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, and the feel of the ocean and the taste of champagne. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, you're the lady I've looked for. Come with me and escape. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape, then I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.
Rupert Holmes and the Pina Colada song, officially called Escape, from 1980, and that's the guy who is fed up with his lady and goes to the bar to pick somebody up, and yes, he bumps into, but it all worked out nicely in the end. I'm not sure it works out in real life that way, and no, I'm not offering the service for broken hearts. This is not a dating agency, it's the 60s and 70s show. I moved from 1980, which is just kind of on the edge of our 2 decades, and go back to 1963. You with David on the 60s and 70s show. How about going back to 1963 and Bobby Comstock? Bobby Comstock and Let's Stomp. And if you were stomping, well done. Bobby was a solo singer, but he also was a member of Bobby Comstock and the Counts. And his big hit was 1963, Let's Stomp. He only died at the end of last year, 2020. Green in his 1974 hit Sha-La-La. Nice easy words then, I think, in those days. And a nice sound to hear in the 60s and 70s show. Well, now I think we're going to hear from Sweet next. I suppose you think that's funny.
When you
Sweet, and a 1971 hit for them. Funny, funny. Yes, funny, funny. David Sibbald, 60s and 70s show. Let's go to 2 years before that, and the Beatles, with a weather forecast.
Hi, this is Pete Best, original Beatles drummer, and you're listening to David Sibbald.
Here comes the sun, toot-toot-toot. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Remember this golden classic, the 60s and 70s show. Playing the hits of yesteryear just for you.
Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Just longer than screaming. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We are here on the floor, y'all. I'm going to a go. Dancing with the music. Oh yeah.
Memories of the days of pirate radio and Arthur Conley and the sweet soul music from 1967. Now, a few moments ago we heard from the Beatles, Here Comes the Sun, and Bill Withers takes up that weather motif from 1978. Ooh, what a great connection. The hours of production in this programme are fantastic.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely
I was joking a moment ago when I said that the hours of production in this programme are fantastic. Well, actually, remember the song Doctor's Orders from Sunny? That was partly written by Roger Greenaway. And guess who's part of Blue Mink? Coming up next from 1970.
Good morning, world, it's a brand new day. I'm packing my bags and I'm getting away. I'm moving my legs on my city time bones. I gotta get away from the busy man's bones. Gotta know where the living is so wild and free. If you wanna get happy, then people come along with me. A beep, bow, 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 bow.
7. Now that's what I call music.
Every soap grabbed, every tap turned, every 20-second hand wash the moment we get home, every sanitizer bottle searched for in our bag every time we pick up a package or have to go into a shop. Everyone who keeps their hands clean is helping stop the spread of COVID-19. Because anyone can catch it, and anyone can spread it. Everything we're doing is making a difference. Let's keep going. Stay home. Protect the NHS. Save lives.
This is East Hearts Radio.
Your #1 local radio station.
I love the music, takes me back to when I was younger.
It's just a wide variety. It's upbeat, it's uplifting, it's feel-good music.
Covering Hertford, Ware and beyond. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/East Hertz Radio.
It's just a good music mix and you can sing along, it's all sort of happy times and yeah, I love it.
Local radio by local people.
For more details, visit eastheartsradio.co.uk.
Bringing you another hour of the hottest tracks from around the globe.
David Sibbald on the 60s and 70s show.
The second hour of the 60s and 70s show goes back to 1976 for Love on Delivery, LOD. So we've got the dancing music ready, we've got you, we've got me. All we need now is the effort. Let's get a move on and pass it with the next 60 minutes on Expat Radio. One of his hits from 1976, LOD, Love on Delivery, that's it. I can't promise you that on the programme, but we'll certainly keep you moving with music from the 60s and 70s, and me, David Sibbald. Oh, by the way, if you want to have a look at my picture, have a look at the website. All you'll need is just one look.
Just one look, that's all it took, yeah. Just one look, that's all it took, yeah. Just one look, and I felt so yeah. That's all it took, yeah, just one look. 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 That's all it took, yeah.
Live this weekend where the action is.
Music to keep you dancing on the 60s and 70s show.
Dragging my back, I'm dizzy at the thought of being taken to a faraway shore. You see, I'm going to meet a fella with electrifying hell of a dish. She's such a dreamboat. Tell me more. Call me a cab, just get me to the airport. Flying away in a plane. Hey boy, pop the cork and get the champagne on ice. We're gonna be needing a little cooler when the temperature rises. Harry's my Honolulu lover, and we're gonna be having a ball tonight. Gonna be setting the time alight. 'Cause baby, he's a tough, and I'll be having a ball to myself. Harry's my Honolulu lover, and we're gonna be looking into his eyes. Gonna be thinking of paradise. 'Cause baby, he's a tough. Make a mistake. Me out. Scandalized. Harry's a Honolulu lover, and we're gonna be having a ball tonight. We're gonna be setting the town alight. 'Cause baby, he's a top. Ooh yeah. No, no, it ain't a flash in the pan. I wanna tell you, honey, he's a huckleback. Harry, the Honolulu. Harry, he ain't the Kalamazoo. He's Harry, the Honolulu.
What a jolly little number from the Nolans in 1979. Very young-looking set of Nolans, and that was one of the entries for the British Song for Europe. It didn't win; it was number 4, but nevertheless, remind us of the early Nolans, 1979. Now, speaking of a lover, here's a Love Unlimited, and a smoochy sound from 1974. Grab your lady, get started.
Doesn't matter where you are. Giving love so warm and free made our dream a reality. With every step we take and every breath we take, darling, just you and me. Walking in the rain with the one I love feels so fine. Walking in the rain with the one I love. Share the thought of knowing someone just being together, making love so tenderly, exploding into ecstasy. Let it last forever and ever. Together we hold the key to live forever, our destiny. Gee, I hope he's home. Baby, I'm home. I've got something to tell you.
What?
I love you.
I love you too. Did you get caught in the rain?
Oh, yes. It was so beautiful. Let me tell you how it started.
The 60s and 70s Show with David Sibbald.
Number one from 1968, and Tommy James and the Shondells, Mooney Mooney. And I've known a few people who are Mooney Mooney, but that's another story. David on the 60s and 70s Show. Drop me an email if you'd like a particular request. Where are we going next? Saturday nights, all right for fighting. Well, maybe it is, but we don't want to do that. But let's keep it nice and lively.
Down on the
You're listening to East Hearts Radio.
Our promise to you to keep on playing today's best mix from the past 6 decades and the best local information.
Place your coins in the slots, cover up your free marker. We're playing for any line across the board, down the board, all 4 corners. Eyes down, your first number. Those lovely legs, 2011. Thank you. Sailor's Mates, 88. Housemaid's Knee, 93. Doctor's Orders, 1999.
And all the girls say I'm pretty fly.
Bingo!
House Called on 1999. You've won 2 hours of the biggest hits from across the decade.
David Sibbald on Saturday mornings on East Hearts Radio from 10 till noon. In Ware, Hertford and the whole of East Hertfordshire and all over the world. This is eastheartsradio.co.uk.
Vibrations, weekend vibration.
The 60s and 70s show.
With David Sibbald.
Vibrations, fun.
We bring back memories, that's what I'm here for. I'm the man that brings back the good times. If only I could bring back the good old prices as well, that'd be fine. Hey, who's this? It's Dion from 1961 with a very plaintive kind of cry.
Here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love, then ran around with every single guy in town. Whoa, 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 la, 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 I should have known it from the very start. This girl to leave me with a broken heart. Listen, people, what I'm telling you, I'll keep away from a run around Sue. Yeah, I'm honest lips and a smile on her face, the touch of her hand and this girl's warm embrace. So if you don't want to cry like I do, I'll keep away from a run around Sue. Whoa. She likes to travel around, yeah. She love you and she'll put you down. Now people let me put you wise. Sue goes out with other guys. Here's the moral and the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool like she ever knew to me. I keep away from a run around Sue. I made that out. Yeah, keep away from this girl. I know what she'll do. Keep away from Sue. She likes to travel around, yeah. She love you and she'll put you down. Now people love me, put you wise. She goes out with other guys. Here's the moral and a story from that guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool like she ever knew to me. I'll keep away from a run around Sue. Yeah, stay away from that girl. Don't you know what you do now?
You may not find us on your TV, because in case you did not know, we're being brought to you on. Brought to you on. Brought to you by RADI.
Funky sounds now from 1973 and a top 11 hit for Stevie Wonder, the guy who's been around for centuries and still churning out some marvellous music.
way. Yeah. Very superstitious, nothing more to say. Very superstitious, the devil's on his way. 13 months old baby, good looking face. 7 years of bad luck, good things in your face. You need to believe in things that you don't understand in yourself. So fast to shine ain't the way. Now.
Stevie Wonder, 1973. This is David on the 60s and 70s show. Now, sometimes we have records which were popular. We know the song was on the radio, but it didn't do anything in the charts. Here's a good example from 68 and Marty Wilde, about a nice place for a holiday in Wales.
Taking a trip up to Abergavenny, hoping the weather is fine. If you should see a red dog running free, well, you know he's mine. Chasing the hills up to Abergavenny, I've got to get there and fast. If you can't go, then I promise to show you a photograph. Passing the time with paradise people up fine by me. Sunshine forever, lovely weather, don't you wish you could be? Taking a trip up to Abergavenny, hoping the weather is fine. If you should see a red dog running free, well, you know he's mine. Everybody now. Passing the time with paradise people up fine by me. Sunshine forever, lovely weather, don't you wish you could be? Chasing the hills up to Abergavenny, I've got to get there and fast. If you can't go, then I promise to show you a photograph. A little photograph. A little photograph. Up to Abergavenny.
The 60s and 70s show with David Sibbald.
Playing the hits of yesteryear just for you. Here we are and here we go.
can see you all banging your heads there. The status quo in 1977, rocking all over the world, rocking all over your living room or your kitchen, wherever it is. As long as you're with us on the 60s, 70s show, I'm absolutely happy with that. Now, let's see if we can remind you of this song, which wasn't really a big chart hit. It's a guy called Dorian Gray. Now, friends of his made fun of him later because obviously it wasn't his real name, and they kept referring to the fact that the picture in his attic was going to be older and older, and he was young. Well, in real terms, we all get older, don't we? Of course. Dorian Gray. Remember this one?
Oh, can't you see? I've got you on my mind. You see that love is blind, and it could be true since I met you, 'cause the world has been a much, much better place. There's a smile on every face, and the sun shines through when I look at you. Yes, it's you. What a wonderful way to feel. Something you do makes me want to know. Something you got makes this feeling grow. Having you near is sensational magic. I love it. Oh, can't you see? I've got you on my mind. You see that love is blind, but I just don't care if you are there by my side. What a wonderful way to feel. Something you do makes me want to know. Something you got makes this feeling grow. Having you near is sensational magic. I love it. Oh, can't you see? I've got you on my mind. You see that love is blind, and it could be true since I met you, but oh, can't you see? I've got you on my mind. You see that love is
Dorian Gray on the 60s and 70s show with me, David Sibbald. And earlier on we talked about instrumentals not being very successful in the charts. Well, here's another one that was. It's Focus with Sylvia in 1973, top 4 for them. And it's interesting that there are so few commercially successful instrumental classics like this one. I wonder why that is.
local station and not really into making pie crust promises. Easily made and easily broken. When we make a promise to you, we mean it. And we promise to bring you great songs like this.
I want to break free if I can turn back time. New
The promise that brings you today's best mix of music from the past 6 decades and the best local information.
You're listening to East Hearts Radio.
You're listening to the 60s and 70s show with radio's own Yesterday Man, David Sibbald.
Thinking that you've been choked. You're more than a number written in my little red book. Oh, baby, give us a chance. Don't let the small town rumors end our first real romance. Now I'll admit I've loved a few, but there was never one like you. So darling, don't believe the things they say. You're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night date. All I had to take me was just one look. My heart began a thumping. Babe, you had it jumping. For you're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night stand. In case you get to thinking that you've been choked, you're more than a number written in my little red book. Oh, baby, you gave me a sign. I threw away the numbers of those old flames of mine. And now they're trying to put you wise, knock me down in my girl's eyes. Don't believe the words they say. You're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night date. All I had to take me was just one look. My heart began a thumping. Baby, I had it jumping. For you're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night stand. In case you get to thinking that you've been choked, you're more than a number written in my little red book. Oh, you're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night date. All I had to take me was just one look. My heart began a thumping.
They've been around for a long time. They're number 5 in 1976 for the Drifters, and I've often been on cruises and other places where you get tribute acts doing things like the Drifters, and they've got such a wealth of material. What a wonderful group were they in 1976 and beyond. As were our next group, Herman's Hermits. Now, when did this come out?
1968.
Something is happening, and it started happening when you walked by. Something is happening, and it's changing everything. Do you know why? Soon as you started to kiss me, something new suddenly
remember teddy boys in drainpipe trousers and girls in swirling skirts jiving at the Palais? You must be nearly as old as David Sibbald. So why not reminisce with him on the Nostalgia Club?
On East Hearts Radio on Tuesdays from 3 till 4.